Yo, what is up, my friends? It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We're back with your best bets for Major League Baseball here for you today on Wednesday, September 24, 2025. MLB player props, totals, run lines, parlays here for you today. We're going to have 4 picks in the video. Let's lock in and get a sweep here today.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cat made now. Straight fire.
As always, my friends, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Let's have a massive day today in baseball, guys. We're wrapping up the baseball season, but don't forget about baseball. We have all this data. Let's lock in and make sure we finish with some good units here to end the season. So let's do a recap from yesterday. We ended up going 2-2 plus 0.79 units. So we made almost a unit yesterday. So it certainly wasn't a bad day. A little bit disappointing for me, but we did cash both of our money line picks. Boston Red Sox, Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks came back from 4-0 in the late innings to win and deliver us a winning day. So I will happily take it, guys, as far as escaping the day, right? And moving forward. Was certainly disappointed with our player props. We got to be better there. Missed on the Brad Lord under 15.5 outs. He ended up going over there with 18, and Profar didn't even get there. Brandon Donovan did deliver in our hits, runs, RBIs parlay, but Brandon Lowe did not. So obviously that was very disappointing there. Like I said, we got to lock in on the player props and get that done here today. I also, guys, did make some adjustments to the microphone, so hopefully this will help some of the sound. I did bump up the volume on it, and I'm trying to stand back further away. So tell me what you guys think of the sound. I'm hoping that things don't clip too much. It looks like things are okay, so hopefully you guys could hear me a little bit more clearly, and we are trying to make some adjustments with the sound, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, like I said, we're going to keep the chains moving, guys. We will certainly take the winning day from yesterday. As far as our comic cappers go, we had Justin McKelvey calling the Red Sox Blue Jays game under 8 runs. There was 5 there. Great call out there. And then got to get the bag, calling Alec Burleson over 1.5 bases. Great plus value on that. Great cashes there. So love to see it, guys. Great job there from our comic cappers. Make sure you guys drop your favorite pick down below. If you'd like to participate in our Comic Capper program, just put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in our next video if your pick hits in the chat. So, great way to get involved and help the community, and also just to get some recognition for what you guys do as well. So, appreciate you guys. Check out the links down below. Pinned comment description. We'll have all of our links down there. Merchandise, membership, social media links, all down below there. And then we'll have our NFL spreads and totals video coming out. I was originally planning for noon. It might be a little bit later than that. It'll be around that time, though. Might be 1:3. It'll be out, early afternoon. I can't guarantee noon because I want to make sure we, have everything locked in there for that video. So keep that in mind. Without further ado, though, guys, let's get after it today and get a sweep here. So let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we are going with Sonny Gray. Under 17.5 outs here for the St. Louis Cardinals. Parlay with Josh Naylor over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs here for the Seattle Mariners. It's going to be plus 237 odds here on Fanatics. So, as always, you guys know my philosophy lately with baseball. I love the plus value. We've been doing these little 2-leg parlays. For the most part, it has panned out, pretty solid for us here in the back half of the season. But obviously, I really love the value here. We could just hit this play and we'd be pretty set for the day, really. We wouldn't have a lot of risk if we could just hit this one play. So, but Sonny Gray, guys, under in 15 to 31 starts, but 6 of 11 under on the road. Does have a 5.11 road ERA, which I like seeing that. Up against the Giants, who, towards the back half of the season, their offense has been sneaky hot here. 9th in WRC plus versus righty pitching over the last 30 games. Also 3rd in walk rate over the last 30 games versus righty pitching, which I think is fantastic, obviously. The more walks, the more pitches, more long at bats, which is what we're looking for here from the Giants. We're trying to get Sonny Gray out before the end of the 6th inning, which 6 innings, like I've always talked about on the road, these are the lines that I look for. We haven't been able to really find these type of lines as much lately. But here it is, 17.5 outs on the road for Sonny Gray. I just think this is going to be a little bit of a tough spot for him here versus this Giants offense. Like I said, that has been forcing longer at bats. And overall, just doing pretty good. They put up a lot of runs last night, scoring 8 runs last night. So the offense there for the Giants is certainly humming. So hopefully we can get off to a good start, make Gray throw like 50 pitches in the first inning, get him out of the game. That is the hope, guys. So love that under. And then Josh Naylor, this is a guy I actually missed on the board yesterday, and I was so sick about it because I checked it. You know, I still do research at various points throughout the day just to check, to do double checks throughout the day to try to sharpen my skills. And I saw Josh Naylor on the board yesterday, guys, and I was sick about it that I didn't take him earlier in the day. He just didn't have any history versus the pitcher he was against, which is sometimes why I don't look at guys like that. But when I really did a deep dive into him, the splits were there. He's absolutely rolling right now at the plate. He's on a 9-game hits, runs, RBI streak, which is obviously terrific. He's batting .296 versus righty pitching. And he's up against Tanner Gordon, allowing a .250 average to lefty bats, which doesn't sound good. But he's allowing a .294 average overall. So this guy is giving up a lot of hits, a lot of volume. There'll be a lot of opportunities today once again for Naylor. And then obviously, guys, Rockies bullpen is horrible, ranking second to last in Major League Baseball. So like I said, he should get the opportunities here today. So love it there, guys, for our number 1 pick. We're going Sonny Gray under 17.5 outs. Here for the St. Louis Cardinals, parlay with Josh Naylor, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, plus 237 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and at number 2, we got Blake Snell, under 17.5 outs, parlayed with Nathaniel Lowe, over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs. This is plus 185 odds here on Fanatics. Blake Snell here on the Dodgers, Nathaniel Lowe on the Red Sox. So we just need one from Lowe in this parlay, but really like the look here. Blake Snell under in 6 of 10 starts so far this season. Up against the Diamondbacks on the road, the 17.5 line that we talk about, that line that we're looking for. Up against the Diamondbacks, who are first in WRC plus versus lefty pitching over the last 30 games. So obviously we love seeing that. They're also second in walk rate over the last 30 games versus lefty pitching. So that's obviously fantastic. This is about as tough as it gets here for Blake Snell. So I don't see him going over here. I think this is a very tough spot for him. He's gone under in 2 out of 3 road starts so far as well. And I think the Diamondbacks here could get to him. I think they could force a lot of pitches. Like I said, they're another team that's got that walk rate up there. And also, like I said, they've been very efficient versus left-handed pitching. So I think they can get that done here once again. And then Nathaniel Lowe for 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He's been kind of the unsung savior of the Red Sox season. They picked him up at the trade deadline, and he has been a fantastic ad for them. He has been absolutely killing it since he came to the Red Sox. He's batting .389 here over his last 7 games with an on-base percentage of .538. You really can't. He's going to give you a lot of opportunities here to get that one hit-run RBI that we need. So you can get a sac fly, a hit. He could walk, and get hit around that way. There's a lot of ways he can get this done. And like he's been doing a little bit of everything, right? The power's been there, the walk rate's been there, the on-base percentage, everything that you could possibly want has been there for Nathaniel Lowe. So that's why I say his value for just this leg is like minus 180, which I think is fantastic here in this particular spot. 66% hit rate this season, 69% on the road, batting .251 for the season versus righty pitching. Up against Max Scherzer, who's allowing a .285 average to lefty bats. Max Scherzer has not been that good this year. He's rocking a 6.27 ERA and a 1.45 whip over his last 7 starts. He's certainly a guy I think we can get to here today. So love it there for number 2 pick. We got Blake Snell under 17.5 outs. Parlay with Nathaniel Lowe over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs, plus 185 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and at number 3, we're going Nationals Braves first 5 innings over 4.5 runs. Parlay with the Marlins Phillies first 5 innings over 4.5 runs. This is plus 215 odds here on Fanatics. So we love the value here once again. Make over 2 units here. Alvarez for the Nationals, 6.75 road ERA, 303 batting average allowed. on the road. He's running into a buzzsaw, obviously, with this Braves offense, who is third in OPS over the last 14 games. They have really picked it up at the end of the season. They've obviously played terrific. I believe they won now 10 games in a row. And most of that is backed by their offense. Their offense has been fantastic. Early and often, they've been obviously very good here of late. So, love their spot today, again, versus Alvarez here on the road. And then Bryce Elder going for the Braves. He's posted a home ERA this season of 6.81, 1.80 whip. So expecting to see some runs in this one. I don't trust him at all either. I definitely think he could give up 5 runs. Either one of these guys could, which is why I love this first 5 over 4.5. And then Marlins, Phillies, Ryan Weathers, 3.57 road ERA, 1.30 whip. Also running into the buzzsaw here are the Phillies offense, who are first in OPS over the last 13 games. They're another offense that's been on fire down the stretch here. Jesus Luzardo, 4.50 home ERA, 1.17 whip this season. Marlins 8th in OPS over the last 13 games. And they've honestly been particularly solid versus left-handed pitching as well. So I think here in this particular spot, I really love both of these first 5 overs. I think we have a great chance here to cash. So love it there, guys. For number 3 pick, we got the Nationals Braves first 5 over 4.5, and the Marlins Phillies first 5 over 4.5, plus 215 odds on Fanatics, risking a unit there. And then finally, for our number 4 pick, guys, we're going with the Cleveland Guardians. Minus 1.5 run line here versus the Detroit Tigers. We got plus 170 odds here on Bet Rivers, risking a unit here. Guys, last 11 games, the Guardians have covered minus 1.5 in 9 games over the last 11 games overall. That's very impressive, obviously. So when they win, they usually win by 2. So you could just take the Guardians money line, which doesn't really hold a ton of value. I believe it's like minus 130. Or you could rock the run line here, where they have been absolutely fantastic. And 4 of those games have been against the Tigers, so they've covered minus 1.5 in the last 4 versus the Tigers as well in the midst of this streak. And the Tigers right now are on a 7-game losing streak. They are absolutely tanking here at the end of the season. So obviously the momentum here on both these sides is in 2 different directions. And I really trust the Guardians a lot more here. Right now, they're 9th in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching over the last 15 games. Tigers are 19th in WRC plus versus righty pitching over the last 15 games. So obviously, we like seeing that. Tigers have had one of the worst bullpens also of late, while the Guardians have maintained a great bullpen all year long, ranking 3rd. Late innings runs, we can get this done. There are so many ways I think we can get this done today. I also like the starting pitching a bit more here today. Tanner Bybee, fantastic of late. Just 1 earned run over his last 15 innings pitched in 2 starts. He has been fantastic. He's still good before that. He had 6 innings, 2 runs in the start before that. So really, 21 innings pitched, 3 earned runs over his last 3 starts. You really can't do it too much better than that. That's ace level stuff there as far as that goes. So you like seeing that. And Jack Flaherty, 4.71 ERA over his last 7 starts. 5.20 road ERA. So he could certainly give it up here on the road. And with this Guardians offense right now rolling, I definitely think they can get this done here today. And I'm expecting them to do so. So love it there, guys. For number 4 pick, we're going Cleveland Guardians minus 1.5 run line here versus the Detroit Tigers. Plus 170 odds here on Bet Rivers. And then, of course, our For the Sweep Parlay, guys. This is going to be plus 91.91 odds on Fanatics with our 20% profit boost that they give us. Risking a 10th of a unit. So, obviously, love this, guys. We can make over 9 units here with just a 10th of a unit. And hopefully we do. Wouldn't that be a great way to start winding down the baseball seasons to make, like, how many units would we make today? We would make at least 16 units today if we swept. Which would be wild, right? That'd be amazing. Those are the days that we're hoping for. You can't expect that realistically, but obviously we're really looking to go 2-2 today. That's my hope, and then obviously anything above that, and we're doing good. As always, appreciate all of you guys though. Make sure you guys check out our NFL spreads and totals video. That'll be out later today, sometime after 12 o'clock or around 12 o'clock. Who knows? But it'll be in that time window roughly. So as always, appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Drop your favorite pick below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.